Hey, teacups. Welcome to another episode of Tea with Teash podcast. I'm your host, Teash. And today we have TV personality, media personality, Bay Mouse business owner, wife, mother, Charmaine Bey. She's going to be hopping through really quick. We're going to try to get as much tea as we can because, of course, mother got things to do. So let me grab her. And by the way, she is an absolute fave. Teacup. And she is now a part of the tea collection. So everybody say hey. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing
Congratulations on the
good.
baby.
Yes, girl, I'm doing good. Glowing.
You are glowing and growing, honey. Glowing and
Yes, honey,
growing.
I am. I am really fast this time. I'm a little confused
Right.
because I'm only, 6.5 weeks
Uh huh.
pregnant right now.
Yeah.
And I look like I looked when I was like 12 weeks pregnant with my second daughter.
Uh
So I'm
huh.
just like, what is happening?
Okay. Well, we live for that, honey. What do you guys want
Yes.
this time?
We would love a boy. That was like the whole purpose.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful for whatever God blesses me with because
Absolutely.
doctors were telling me that it was impossible. And I can't wait to see my doctor after
Yeah.
this ultrasound. Okay.
Yeah, get them together. Get them together. So,
Okay.
as I was telling everybody, thank you for being now a teacup. You are a part of my tea collection, and I love it. Okay,
Okay.
literally. And so, let's get this thing rolling. So, just because I wanted to highlight a few things for the ladies in the back that may have struggled with pregnancy loss and things like that, feeling discouraged. So you've been really open about the challenges that you faced in your previous pregnancy. When you look back now, what stands out the most this season in your life with the new pregnancy?
What stands out the most, really crazy story that I follow Reverend Michael Beckwith.
Uh huh.
He is like a world renowned spiritual leader, and he's actually my neighbor. And
Wow.
this time last year, I knew he was my neighbor, but I didn't know like who he is and
Yeah.
what he does. But long story short, I ordered some plants off of Facebook Marketplace,
Uh huh.
and the nursery came and dropped them off at my house. And she rings the doorbell, and she's like, "Oh my God, do you know who your neighbor is?" And I'm like, Michael," and she's like, "The Michael Beckwith, like he's world
Wow.
renowned. You got to go to his church, like yada yada yada." So that was interesting, and we went. And ever since I've been, before that, my husband and I had wanted to step up our faith, but we didn't really find a community that we loved.
Mm-hmm.
So, long story short, ever since we've been following Reverend Michael Beckwith and his community at Agape here in Los Angeles, everything that I have ever wanted in life has totally like I've manifested, including this pregnancy.
Yes.
So it should be a boy.
Okay, well, we're gonna hope so, girl, because we love a
Yeah.
good old quick haircut. We ain't gotta come nowhere because you
Okay.
already doing it twice right now.
Okay. So
So
yeah, that's the biggest change between myself this year and last year is my faith for sure.
yes, okay, I got you. So how did all of the experiences that you've previously gone through reshape the way you viewed your baby, faith, and sense of womanhood? Because a lot of us have experienced losing a child and things like that, miscarrying, and it's very hurtful. So
Very.
this time around, how did those experiences reshape what you're coming into now, which is a blessing?
So I think I was a lot more anxious in the past. Really, 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 really wanting something and just living in an anxious mind state
Hmm.
about it. And now, because of what's happened in the past, I have a better mindset of just whatever God intends for my life
Yeah.
will happen. So
Hmm.
like last year, I had a miscarriage around the same time that I got pregnant this year.
Mm.
And so many things have changed. I've changed my diet. I've obviously gotten more into my faith. And my husband also made a fertility tea for me. And I say all of these things to say that all of those things really shaped me moving forward and like how
Yeah.
I'm handling and dealing with this. So like whatever God intends for me in my life is what's going to happen. There, you can't like worry yourself so much and expect something good to happen because you're just constantly worried about it.
Yeah. For
It's
real.
like whatever God wants is going to happen. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting the best, and but at the end of the day, like whatever happens is just the reality of it,
Yeah.
and not to say that you can't feel, um or really want something to work out, but you have to just truly set your faith in God. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I know this time when you took a test, you were like, get out of here. I mean, obviously you were molding the situation, but I know you was like, what? And then in that moment, I
Totally.
know you had to have said, okay, we need to do things differently this time. Let me slow down. Let me take this in. Let me try to relax a little bit, like all over the place. What did you really feel in that moment?
Oh man. So my husband had made a tea for me. I had almost kind of given up, right? Because I
Mm,
had a conversation with my doctor. I had a chemical pregnancy a few months ago, and she's like, look, Charmaine, like, honestly, it's probably not going to happen for you. If you want to
mm,
get pregnant again, you're going to possibly need donor eggs. Like, and I was just so, just not ready for that conversation. She has said that before, but I was just like, what?
yeah.
And basically I told my husband that, and he's like, don't give up. I am going to make a tea for you because we're already in the tea industry. So
Yeah.
he's like, I'm going to make a tea for you. Like, I'm going to do my research and make you a tea. And I'm like, okay. So he made the tea for me and I'm testing it. And I told him like, wow, like I got a period, which like
Hmm.
doesn't happen often.
Right.
And then I test my hormones every day. And I was like,
Yeah.
wow, my hormones like never looked this good. And I had been drinking the tea the whole time. So then I ovulated and I was
Hmm.
like, wow, because that also doesn't happen often.
Okay.
And it worked for me,
Mm.
So I at that moment was just like, wow, when I took the test, I had been taking tests and they had came up negative. So I ordered some more tests and I got them in that day. I ordered like 100 pack. I got them in that day
You were serious.
and I didn't even take the test. I thought like I would be waiting for next month or whatever.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my holistic fertility specialist and she's like, hey, did you take a test? And I said, I took one. The last one I took was like 2 days ago. It said negative. She's
Uh-huh.
like, well, take another one. Like, take one today. And I was like, okay. Like, I just ordered some. They just got to the house. Okay. I like whatever. And I took it and it said positive and I just couldn't believe it. I was just so shocked. But what we decided to do this time around was tell the story from jump. Like
Yeah.
last time I miscarried and then started telling the story, but
Yeah.
this time no matter like what were to happen, we wanted to take everyone along with us for the journey. Obviously
Yeah.
we're hoping for the best, but we wanted to bring everyone along with us, because there's so many women out there who doctors also really discourage them as
Mhm.
well.
Mhm.
And at the end of the day, for me, the fact that I am getting pregnant,
Yeah.
that is a win. No matter what happens, that is a win. Like all I need is it to go all the way through. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yeah.
So I just want to encourage other women to, to continue their journey, not give up. And ever since I've done it differently this time around with telling my journey from the start of me
Yeah.
finding out, I mean, hundreds of women, I mean, they've been trying for like 10 years or like, all
Mm.
these different stories. And I'm just telling him, don't give up.
Yeah.
Definitely try our tea, but don't
Yeah.
give up. And I'm telling him the tea worked for me. Like I can't guarantee, like everyone's different. I can't guarantee what it's gonna do for you, but it worked for me.
Yeah.
And just taking them along my journey.
Okay, well, I love a good old journey, and especially the happy ones. I have been
Yes.
watching everything, and I'm commenting and letting you know I'm out there because you're happy. We love happy people. We love a nice little baby bump, and I think everything's gonna be okay. So we'll see if we
Thank
get
you.
a
I
little
do
internet
too. I do
nephew out
too.
here.
My test
So
today was nice and dark, and I
yeah,
go get my first ultrasound on Tuesday. I'll be
okay,
7 weeks on Tuesday. And my first two pregnancies, I don't think I had any symptoms
mm-hmm.
like 6 weeks in before. And
Yeah,
like this time around, like I'm just so tired. And my nipples hurt and
yeah,
I smell everything and I'm hungry.
yeah,
So I think I have symptoms a little earlier this time
yeah,
around because I know with Nola, I think my symptoms came around 7 weeks, and with
mm-hmm.
Charlie, I feel like they came a little later.
Yeah,
Because I remember going to my first appointment at 8 weeks, and
yeah.
the doctor was like, "Are you having any symptoms?" And I was like, "No," and I was so nervous
Right. Like, is
that they
that
weren't gonna
normal?
find anything in my belly.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, here's the baby, here's the heartbeat," and I remember
Right.
being like, "Really?" So, every pregnancy is different,
Yeah.
and I have faith that this one's gonna make it all the way to the end.
Okay. Well, like I said, we're hoping for an internet nephew. Healthy is
Amen.
always the best. So whatever God gonna give us, then we cool with it. So
Yep.
you talked about your teas. You have 4 tea blends that are geared for support, PCOS, fertility, weight loss, insomnia support. What you got for somebody that's in perimenopause? Because oh my God, if y'all don't have it yet, y'all will.
Right,
Insomnia for
girl.
sure. I'm sweating. It's a whole thing.
Everything.
So yeah.
Girl, so I was in perimenopause too before I got pregnant, and it's really rough. Perimenopause is so rough. Like you're the fight or flight mode. Literally just didn't even recognize myself the way I felt or like
Yeah.
anything. Something that really helped me was a non-inflammatory diet.
Hmm.
Because perimenopause is one thing, but if your body is like fighting itself, you're adding to it.
Yeah.
And that non-inflammatory diet can really like level out your hormones, so that a non-inflammatory diet. But aside from that, we should work on a tea for perimenopause. I'll probably work on that when I'm back in perimenopause
Yeah.
after pregnancy because I'm gonna be
Yeah.
back, girl. I'm gonna
Right.
be right back where I
Girl, I
started.
hate
Okay.
it. Ugh, I
Pregnancy is
hate it.
great because it takes all those symptoms away, the
Yeah.
perimenopause symptoms, because your HCG and like your placenta takes over and like you're getting the
Yeah.
estrogen, your body's doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Right.
But once I have this baby, best believe
Come on back to the
I'm
track.
gonna be
Come on
sweating
back.
and all of the above. But we'll probably work on a tea at that moment because what we're doing is using my story to cultivate teas as we go.
Yes.
So, I'll let you know when we get there. But I
Please.
will say that our Skinny Bay tea is great for anyone going through like any hormonal situations because it's going to help you lose weight, detox. It's going to help you just also calm yourself.
Hmm.
Anytime I like take a sip of the Skinny Bay tea, I immediately feel so much calmer. The sweet grass helps just calm you in it. And then also our in your dreams tea, it helps you sleep at night.
Okay.
So that is really great. Some extra sleep support, and sleep is so important when it
Mm.
comes to like healing your body and like
Yeah.
even your hormones regulating and like
Yeah.
everything. So we'll definitely work on a perimenopause or like menopause blend for sure.
Well, I'm
So
excited for that, honey. So, why
yes.
did you choose to go this route? Because, of course, these are 4 really important issues, and then the fact that you also have something for diabetes support. Like you guys are
Mhm.
rolling for real. You got the gummies, you have the sea moss powder. I'm sorry, power gel in assorted flavors. Everybody get on that.
Mhm.
And like I
Mhm.
said, the herbal supplements for diabetes support, all the stuff for the fat girls, or not even the fat girls, but the people that are really going through something. I'm just
Yeah.
fat, but whatever.
No.
How did you? What made you guys like create this whole thing with Bay Moss and all of that? What happened?
So we just always our mission has always been to like heal the community.
Yeah.
And whether we were going through it in our home or it was our mother, fathers, in-laws,
Yeah.
cousins, we just always wanted to heal the community, and that's what we've been doing the whole time. So anytime something arises where we feel like, you know, we can get creative and figure like do deep research and figure
Yeah.
out how we can help this problem, that's what we do. That's what we do. So
Okay.
again, like everyone is different. I can't make claims or like promises, but I
Mm-hmm.
can tell you what has worked for me. I can
Mm-hmm.
tell you how our testimonies and like what people say, like, I can't say that you're going to lose weight on skinny Bay tea, but I
Right.
can
Right.
tell you that I lost 50 plus pounds, and I can tell you
Girl.
that we have customers that come and tell me that they've lost 30 pounds.
Yeah.
They've gotten off of high blood pressure medications,
Mm.
and all these things. And that's just really our mission to
Yeah.
just help the community, like, period.
And that's a good thing. I think a lot of us are getting so turned on by doing these I guess doing a lot of prescriptions, doing all this different researches, Googling, and it's driving us all crazy.
Right.
And you can easily put the bad things in your body, but holistic is not bad. I
No.
definitely want to get into it, do more natural things like ashwagandha powders and all these different things
Yes,
because they're
ashwagandha. Oh, that's
beneficial.
another thing that really helped me with perimenopause.
Mm.
Ashwagandha.
We got some,
Yes.
girl. What do you do with it? Do you mix it with something?
So I worked with a holistic fertility group called De
Mm-hmm.
Novo, and they have their own ashwagandha. It comes from the whole plant, and
Okay.
I mean, hands down, it took me out of fight or flight mode. Like
Oh
it
my
really
God.
calmed me down. It really, really calmed me down. And all of those things really played a big part
Yeah.
into me even getting pregnant and just preparing my body to be able to do this. So the ashwagandha, 100%. But yes, yes, all
Girl,
the
I tried to make
things.
some yesterday in the kitchen. It was the powder. My husband has so many powders, beat this, that out. Girl, I went in there and I just put some warm water and I put that powder in there. Girl, I said, what is this? So I think I'm supposed to probably do it with a smoothie or something. I don't know, but
Okay.
I jacked that up. I poured that out. I said, okay, I'm not gonna be able to do that. But I'll definitely
Right.
try what you guys have because you have things in assorted flavors who don't like a good flavor. Where can we
Yes.
get these where can we get these products? Share us a website, give us something.
Yeah, sure. So you could go to baymoss.com. We obviously have our sea moss gummies, sea moss powder. We have maca root powder, which is also great for men and like their fertility support. But then we have started in the tea industry. We started using different tea or herbs from like Chinese medicine and like the Western medicine as well, and we combine them to get the blends that we're doing. And everything that we do is like literally made in house. Like we have a room that my husband is just strictly Bay Moss, and he's getting the herbs himself. He is doing his own research. He is mixing it all up and
Mm-hmm.
packaging all the teas. And that's what he's dedicated, his time to.
Mm-hmm.
So, we've been doing this since 2019. Literally, we were making CMOS ourselves in the kitchen before COVID. So
Mm-hmm.
everything has always been hands on from the bays. And that's how we got into the teas. And again, the fertility tea worked for me. The skinny bay tea worked for me. And you can get it on our website, baymoss.com. That's BEYMOSS.com.
Y'all better get some because I need it. So what's next for the bays outside of the baby? Are there new
Okay.
products? Are we expanding? Are we collaborating? What are we doing? What
We're
can we
doing
look forward to seeing?
a lot of new products on the way. We're loving the teas, and like just the whole tea industry. We're loving the teas. Something that we are trying to manifest is to have like our own tea shop here in LA, and even being able to franchise that and
Yeah,
be like a Starbucks version for teas.
that'll be
But
good.
teas that heal, like obviously Starbucks full of calories and like nothing's
Yes.
healing. Yeah. But
Mm.
teas that like heal. And aside from that, we, are definitely working on hopefully having a reality show. Um, I am not going to share too much about it,
Okay.
but there was something that was put out on the table for us, and you
Yeah.
never know what actually is going to actually happen. So
Uh-huh.
there's
Yeah.
nothing too much to say about it, but hopefully that does, come into fruition. And we're just continuing to expand our products in the health and wellness side. Again, we would love to have a tea shop and to franchise it, and start here in LA. Obviously,
Uh-huh.
gotta do Chicago. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's those are our plans for now.
Okay. So if someone was discovering Bay Moss for the first time today, what do you want them to feel when they try it? Like, obviously, you can't make any promises, but
Mhm.
the work that you guys have put into it, what do you want them to take from that experience?
I would want them to take from the experience that this is something that you feel like you need in order to have the best quality of life.
Yeah.
So there's so many things that we come in contact with every day, from stuff in our food, from stuff in the
Mm,
air, from
so
I mean,
true.
they're spraying the air. They're doing all kind of stuff,
They sure
spraying
are.
our
You ain't
spraying our
lying.
foods with the forever chemicals now.
Yeah.
So we really have to work harder than ever to not only try to detox our bodies, but to just live longer. My
Yes.
my mom passed from a heart attack at the age of 62, and my dad passed from cancer at the age of 63. So my life mission is to live as long as I can and live
Okay.
longer than my parents lived.
Yes.
I'm 35, and if I was on the same path as my parents, I'm more than halfway through my life, and that's not
Mm.
something that I would be okay with. So,
Yeah.
I'm just trying like very hard, even when it comes to like the pregnancy and like the fact that I went against the odds. Like I haven't seen my doctor yet, and I cannot wait to see her, because she
Yeah.
literally told me like this couldn't happen for me. You know what I mean? And the fact that like I had something implant and I'm now headed to 7 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
we still need to like confirm a heartbeat and all those things.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my pregnancy test looked great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the
God has you
symptoms,
covered.
yeah, the symptoms are there. So
Yes.
I would be very surprised if there wasn't a heartbeat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But I will say the last time, my last pregnancy, I had a miscarriage, and up until a certain point, like you have the symptoms, you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
of pregnancy, even though it's not developing the right way,
Yeah.
So like you never really know. You truly never really know until you go get that ultrasound. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, but again, that's why like I'm not making promises. I'm just telling my story. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you're doing it. I'm glad that you are planning to expand. I would definitely love to try your teas, and my condolences to for the loss of both of your parents. I lost my mom 2 years ago. She had ulcerative colitis, kidney failure,
Wow, wow,
things
yeah.
going on that I didn't even know was going on. And it's like, oh
Yeah.
my God. And as you and I both are the only child, which is
Hmm.
crazy.
Crazy.
Sometimes we're navigating life and don't even really know that we're still moving around because grief
Right.
happens. You're really
Yes,
crazy to
so
people,
hard.
girl.
It
But
was the worst
listen,
ever, totally. And my mom's
yes,
similar. She had kidney failure. She was so worried about her kidneys that she wasn't like doing what she needed to do for her heart, because they
mm,
wanted to shoot a dye in her heart to see what was going on with her heart, because she was
hmm
having some issues. And she didn't show up for that appointment because she was so shell shocked about the fact that they were going to shoot a dye, and they told her that her kidneys weren't going to be able to like process that dye, so she
yeah,
automatically was going to have to be on dialysis. And she was so trying to run from that. She was even in
Yeah.
therapy, trying to just come to terms with the whole dialysis thing.
Yeah.
She was so worried about this dialysis that her heart gave out, because she didn't do what she needed to do. So, like, and same with my dad. He was so distraught that my mom died
Yeah.
that he didn't do what he needed to do when he started getting sick,
Mm-hmm.
and he just thought he was going to get better or something. And by the time I found out about it, because I was in Chicago and he was in New Orleans, by the time he told me, hey, I think I'm really sick. By the time he even said that, it was like way too late.
Wow.
So, that's just not the quality of life. Seeing what both of my parents went
Yeah.
through, not what I'm trying to do, not what I'm trying to have. And that's why
Yeah.
I just work really hard with trying to take care of myself.
Yeah. Well, I love it. Like I said, it was really a no-brainer for me to get this tea talk with you because it was important for a lot of different reasons I'll
For
share with you
sure.
101, but
Yeah.
we are very similar in a lot of ways. And
Mhm.
now that we've spoken, we're uncovering it, we're unpacking. However,
Mhm.
we definitely want to make sure that you get rest because you need
Mhm.
rest. We need you to be able to be up and thriving and moving around and continue to stay radiant. So, really quick,
Amen.
what is a fun fact about Charmaine that people think they know, or just something
Mhm.
that you want people to know?
A fun fact about me. Interesting. I have a few. Um, I would say, I mean, so I was on Black Ink Chicago, which is, where everyone knows me from.
Yeah,
And something that people don't like realize is that so the first three seasons were like really kind of organic,
yeah,
but a lot of it was like made up, y'all. Like for instance, the premise of the show in the beginning was like Charmaine and like Don and Ashley, and obviously I got beat up in real life. But and I know we all like remember those moments,
yeah,
but that relationship wasn't really like, that was very brief, way before TV, way
yeah,
before we even got a show.
yeah,
And what was real about it was just that, like, all parties didn't know about it until the show, but like that
yeah,
was like dead and like over with before Black Ink even started. But what
yeah.
got this show sold was this like love triangle.
People
um
like to see drama and nastiness. You know it.
Exactly. Yes. But in all reality, like, I hadn't messed around with Don in like over a year
Yeah,
before we got the show, but we had to like spin the block just for
yeah,
TV. And then there were like infamous scenes, like the bathroom scene
right.
and stuff. And like that was not real. That was a pickup scene that we shot like 2 days before that episode aired. They
Uh huh.
had to hurry up and shoot it and like get it in the
Yeah.
episode that was already scheduled to air. And like him and I were not on good terms during that
Hmm.
time.
Hmm.
Um, and we just did that because we were being paid to do that.
Right.
That was a part of the storyline, and we didn't really hook up in the bathroom.
Right. She like, let me clear the air because I am not that girl. Let's
No,
get
we
it
didn't
on
really hook
wax
up in the
now.
bathroom. Now, don't get me wrong, everything's inspired by something,
Yeah.
right? We might have like a year before that.
Yeah.
The producers might have known a story, but it wasn't like at the shop or anything.
Yeah.
But it was inspired by something. But I think that's like a funny fact because a lot of people watch Black Ink,
Yeah.
and
To
yeah.
this day.
So yeah, and like that scene wasn't really what it looked like. Like there's a part where it looks like he's like rubbing on my butt in the bathroom. He's rubbing on my knee.
Yeah.
And they just really did a really good job with like the editing and
Yeah.
just
They was like, we're gonna go ahead and
everything.
spin this and make these people think something just to keep these views coming in, just to
And
keep
we
things
knew
rolling.
we knew exactly like what we were there to do,
Yeah.
we knew exactly what we were there to do. I knew that I was casted to be on the show as like the wild child, like,
Yeah.
and baby, I went all in, okay? I went all in. I was living my best life. It
You
was
was the
so
best
much
to do
fun.
it.
Yeah,
You
I
were the
was
best. You and
young.
Kat, the best to
Yes,
do it.
yes. We were young and just having a ball,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I love how you gave the people a little bit of tea at the end, honey, because wasn't nobody expecting for you to bring this up, but that's why I'm the best, because I said some fun facts. So who knew that you
That
was
was a
gonna
fun
go there?
fact, That's a fun fact that.
Yes. Okay. Well, I love you down. Like I
Thank
told you
you.
before, I am so happy for you guys. I hope that we do have a little internet nephew or niece, whichever is healthier.
Yes.
God is going to continue to bless you guys. I'm looking to get some products, and that way
Yes.
I can start advertising them and letting you guys know, or letting the people know I got it from them. So if you want
Yes,
some, go
please
and get up on
do.
there. But I'm
Please
gonna check you
do.
guys out,
Yes,
and
send
make
me
sure you
your
send me the hair
address. Text me your address so I can send
okay?
you some stuff.
Because I'm gonna get myself together, girl.
What you
I said
want? You
I'm
want
going.
some? I see
Yeah.
somebody in the comments saying they just received their Skinny Bay tea. So what you want? Some Skinny Bay
Okay.
tea? We can
Oh,
send you some of that. You want some Skinny Bay tea and some sea moss gummies?
yes,
Okay.
yes. I'm down for
Text
the
me your
support.
info.
I sure will. Everybody support Charmaine and the baby and the bays and everybody.
Yes, please
Um,
do. Check us
but
out.
honey, get you some rest. Like I said, thank you for being a part of the tea collection now. And whenever I'm in Chicago or maybe even in LA, who knows? I may rub
Yeah.
elbows with you. I've never
Yeah,
been
hit
to
me
LA,
up.
but
Okay,
Chicago is
okay, you
awesome.
gotta come. Yeah, I'm in
Of course.
LA. I don't have I mean I love Chicago.
Yeah,
It's
I've
too
only
cold
been there
right now.
once. Mm-hmm.
I'm in
Mm-hmm.
LA. I'm fully in LA. So hit me
Love
up. You're gonna
it.
have to come out here and just check it out. It's amazing.
Absolutely. Maybe I'll let my hair grow out just a little bit, or maybe
Come
not.
on,
Maybe I'll get a damn
girl.
fade just to fit in with everybody out there. I don't
Maybe,
know.
look, maybe whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do.
Yes. Well, again, thank you so much for sliding through and get you some rest. As I said
I
again,
am.
and
I'm
we will
gonna
teach
lay
soon.
down.
And just be great and amazing and get some rest. That's
Yes,
it.
I am, girl. Thank you so much. And don't forget to send
Yes.
me your info.
Absolutely. And as I tell everybody at the end of every show, make sure that you always keep enough room in your teacups for new tea. We gone. Bye.
Bye.